Who is this book for?
This book is for everybody. This book is for the white person who thinks that they know everything. It's for the white person in the Appalachian Mountains. It's for the black person in the ghettos. It's for the indigenous person on the res. It is for anybody who's willing to understand that being not racist is not enough. We have to actually be committed to ushering in a living, embodied anti-racist culture. Declaring yourself to be racist or not racist is really besides the point. It's one of the ways that we try and talk about people being good or bad, but we use the word racism as a catch-all. And so for me, this book is for the person who really wants to go into developing a living embodied anti-racist culture and a living embodied anti-racist spirit.
And I know you're a person that is very intentional.
Oh, yeah.
So in looking at other audiences, why should someone with a black body read this book?
Part of the conditioning that black bodies have experienced in this country is that we've been conditioned to override anything that shows up for ourselves, right? We've been conditioned to override the pain that we glean and get from our parents by the pain that they have, right? We've been conditioned that our own emotional states don't really matter. The urges that show up for us don't really matter. And so this book is designed to help black bodies in particular, indigenous bodies in particular, give them permission to slow down, to pause, to begin to work with all of that quaking that shows up by actually trying to survive this structure, this system, this white body supremacist system. And so for me, it really is about how you get black people to reclaim those pieces that we have thrown away in order to survive, right? That we have put aside in order to survive. This book is designed to help black bodies say, I want to reclaim that piece. I need that piece, and I need that piece to propel me forward. One of the reasons why I believe we need to, black bodies in particular need to read The Quaking of America is that a lot of The Quaking of America for black bodies is about reclaiming those pieces that we had to put to the side in order to survive, reclaiming those pieces that we had to kind of stomp down in order to help our children survive. So this book, The Quaking of America, really is about a reclamation for black bodies and indigenous bodies, and not having to feel like you're an imposter because you're reclaiming, not having to feel like you're fraudulent because you're reclaiming, but actually connecting yourself back to creation itself.
Knowing your body of work, Resmaa, and knowing how sometimes the information you present to the world can cause a response from specifically white people, right? That they don't always receive what you have to say and what you have to share. Why should someone in a white body read The Quaking of America?
Well, you're right. My work does have a tendency to make people quake a little bit, and especially white bodies, right? Because I'm not trying to make white people comfortable, right? I'm not trying to make white people feel all fuzzy inside, right? I'm also not trying to make white people feel shame or anything like that. It is what it is. This idea of race has a 400-year-old charge to it. So one of the reasons why I believe white bodies should pick up Quaking of America is because they don't want to pass this virus down to their children. They don't want to pass white body supremacy down to their children. And so for me, one of the reasons why white bodies need to read The Quaking of America is because if you're committed to making sure that you're raising white children that will help to abolish white body supremacy, then it has to start with you beginning to abolish it in your own bodies first. And so for me, the idea of just declaring that you're not a racist, the idea that you can find safe harbor just by clamming up and not saying anything, I think that space is shrinking dramatically. And so for me, white bodies reading the Quaking of America is important if they want to have and usher in something other than white supremacy and white body supremacy.